right. What do you guys think about this whole Trey Songz, the basketball player, Dylan Gonzalez came out?
Let me get my water.
No, take it. Yeah, everyone take a second. Take a sip. Take a sip, then take a second. Okay, take a sip and take a second.
Well, so what do you think about it, Christina?
So the basketball player, I believe her name.
Let's take So start from the beginning. Start with Kiki.
Okay. So no, that's what I'm saying. So the reason why we're talking about it again is because I believe on Friday, Dylan, I want to say Gonzalez, a basketball player. She stated on Twitter that Trey Songz is a rapist. I'm glad I got that off my chest. So backdated, the reason why I believe it is because I remember Keke Palmer. Hey, Keke girl. I love her. She's my best friend in my head. She came out and was basically like, Trey Songz was like being very aggressive with her to the point that she was so uncomfortable that she had to go hide in the closet. And I understand what she meant like firsthand, because sometimes men, they can use their like statue and like macho to make you feel like inferior and scared. So for her to like have to go in a closet and hide until he left, I believe her. And Keke is so unproblematic. Then there was an interview.
She want to make something up like that.
Yeah. Then there was an interview on TMZ. I'm not sure of the girl's name, but she was like some type of model. She was talking to TMZ and basically telling them that Trey Songz was at a party with her. He was like eyeing her all night. And next thing she knows, they're like out at the pool house. He like shoves her up against the wall and like kisses her and is like, let's do this. And she's like, whoa, buddy. And so I do feel that because of his status and the way that he looks, he feels as though when he approaches a woman, the answer is yes. And there is no. What do you guys think?
That's what we need to talk about. There is such thing as a no.
Before y'all go in, I just want to put this disclaimer out, because the sis was good. We never know who we're going to run into. Nope. We never know who we're going to do.
Yes, and I don't care about Trey Songz. If he's a rapist, nobody want him on the show anyway, okay?
If Trey is a rapist, Trey will get his day in court, and we'll get to the bottom.
And so he ain't, whatever. We ain't thinking about no Trey Songs, okay? First of all.
Trey likes to snatch cooter that doesn't belong to him. And
exactly. We ain't think about Trey Songz and him coming on our platform.
So, and here's my thing about that, okay? Like, so we going on to whole Trey Songz things. And shout out to my girl Jess, hilarious, y'all, because she made a statement on her. This is just what the missed news about. He got more investigations than he got albums. So that right there had me weak. It had me weak. So
okay. And she's from Baltimore.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And shout out Jess. You know, I'm a big fan too. But I'm just being real. Like, here's the thing, and it goes back to the whole R. Kelly situation. All right. Like, I feel like Trey Songz he's a sex symbol. Okay. And the music that he makes, all right.
He's a what?
Females know exactly what they want when they see him. They're not trying to go over there and see him like, you know, I just want to get to know you. I want you to just, you know, they want to know why the neighbors know his name.
No,
straight up. That's
not
what they
everybody.
Want to know.
Not everybody.
And you know, but at the same time, though, like I feel like he's not putting the gun to their head.
I know, but just because I say I'm gonna go on a date with you or meet you somewhere or this don't mean I'm gonna give you the kitty cat just because you Trey Songz.
Tea time.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Christina.
So I think that because you're not a woman, you could be slightly biased. It's not that you're putting a gun to their head, but I feel like men know what they're doing. Like, you're a man, you know what to say and how to move to pressure a woman into doing what you want. Plus, like you said, you're reaching with the sex symbol, but you know, to each his own. It's Trey Songz. Like, who am I? Like, it's Trey Songz. He has this status. He has this money. You know what I mean? So if I don't do it, and even if I say no and he does it anyway, and I go and I try to say, hey, Trey Songz did this to me, they're going to run me through the ringer.
Well, you know what? In that, Christina, just to your point, I do agree on that. I do not feel that, you know, people with power should neglect the feelings of anyone else. But at the same time, like, you think about it, we live in this world where it's if you have the money, if you have the power, if you have the notoriety, okay, this has been done since day one, that people tend to feel entitled, all right? And people get catered to because of that. Now that the whole Me Too movement is going, you know, I strongly, like, I'm all for women's rights. I'm all for equality, the point blank period. But here's my thing with it is that I don't feel that just because, you know, we hear about a situation with Trey Songz that is apparently allegedly that we should always jump the gun and be like, you know what, hey man, this man is a rapist.
I was trying to caution. I know how my girls do. I'm not Christina,
you know,
and
like,
Julia do. They
don't know the full extent to
and
it, you know?
I just think too, like in this Black community, I think you'll have to look at Trey Songz' track record. He came in this industry young, so that's all he knows. He knows, I mean,
pre-Me Too era.
Yeah, like it's just growing up in the limelight. So you don't know what the conversation transpired between him and the young lady, for her to say that. So we don't know the full story. So we can just take key points and give our opinions, but we can't just say he raped someone. Or,
that's all.
And calling him that.
And calling him that.
I was trying to.
I think honestly, he might be battling something that we have
Well, he needs to go to counseling.
Is that
y'all go?
And that's the Black.
It's the Black community. Because I'm telling you, like we was talking about this earlier, like, no disrespect, but it's like I feel like even with the whole Bill Cosby situation, they didn't start coming out the woodworks about Bill Cosby until this man made an offer to try to buy NBC.
That's real.
But so I'm just saying, so now all of a sudden, all of these women come out of nowhere talking about he drugged and this. It's like anytime that someone of our community, just being real, has that type of power or has that type of, you know, income to be able to come to a network and say, hey, I want to buy it. Now, all of a sudden, we got to bash them. And then we join the bandwagon. I'm not saying what Bill Cosby did was right, but why is it that why is it that every time that when it's someone of color, especially our Black men, that we are so quick to bash them? Where people have been doing this since
my host.
There's uplifting in prayer. He's fighting he might be fighting him. Saying like, because I met him a few times.
See, like we should pray.
I'm not saying sitting here and saying, I'm just saying like sometimes you can just judge a person off their character.
I also think we should be quick to offer a prayer.
Yeah.
Before we go with whatever's being alleged. Go ahead, Christina. God, that's all I had to say.
That's how people.
Okay, let me
say everybody calls.
Dear Lord.
Dear
Let
Lord.
Trey Songz learn to understand that no doesn't mean maybe later. Amen. So,
Amen.
and
Lord, she really made that prayer. I don't put my hands together. We saying a real prayer for real. But you know, hey.
Go ahead, Christina.
Let's move it on.
What's next?
So, next topic. Speaking. What'd you say?
Cardi B.
Who did you say? Yes, thank you. Took the words right out of my teeth. Anyway, so Cardi B was on Twitter and somebody asked her, they said, hey, Cardi, BBL or veneers? And Cardi basically said, fix your body first because a ninja will trick off on a nice slick little body and then you can worry about the teeth later because they don't care about your teeth. They care about your body. And I just want to say that, did she lie? Did she lie? Did she lie?
She didn't lie. She didn't lie, but like she's in. She didn't lie, but she didn't. She's encouraging these women who are. No. I think she's encourages women to say get a BBL so a nigga can trick off on you. So okay, so let's go on and just like let's go get a BBL and risk us dying on the table and get an infection afterwards because I'm going to Mexico to get my BBL because Cardi B said go get your body done versus getting your teeth done because a man would be likely to trick off on you afterwards. That is just crazy. That is just crazy and uncalled for. Real.
And she have been tricking off on bodies since the beginning.
What she should have said was, "You do whatever is comfortable for you. If you don't do it for another man, don't do it for attention, don't do it for nothing else. But if you feel like you need it done, do it." She's encouraging these women to come off and be just like what do you call it? Escorts and prostitutes, like to get a man to trick off of you. She actually used those words for a man to trick off on you. That is crazy.
Because that's what she was doing. That's what she did. For you to sit here and say, "Oh,
right, like you're trying to take the high road."
What would you be getting a BBL for yourself for? The BBL is so that men can be attracted to you.
Yes.
It's all for the attention.
Straight
like
up.
when people, like when
herself.
women get their bodies done, they just or they take pictures where they're standing from the back. Like all of that is for male attention. Women do not pay attention to that. We do not care how big your butt is, unless of course you play for that side. Hey sis, but yeah, we don't care. We don't care. You do it for male attention. Like me, if I want to go get, like I would say again.
I said, we finance it for him. We do it for him. You're making good points, Christina.
Like me, I would. Now, I'm not for BBL because nothing in this world is going to make me risk my life for attention, and they're going to get whatever God put in these pants and what falls out. Amen. But I can understand wanting to enhance yourself to keep up, to be in the running, because when you see the like shapeness in all the women that are coming out, you look at yourself and you know that if you're walking with two girls with a BBL and you have a regular body, you're last on the totem pole. Like, come on now, let's be real. Men look at bodies.